Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Hello. Let me switch windows here so you don't have to look at my face. There we are. Hello, people of the internet.
Hey! Why is everything red?
No idea. Alrighty.
Whoa, what was that?
Someone's buzzing's going off.
Average Kid says, "Holy crocus!"
Hello, everyone out there, the teenage robot community. How are you?
We got some people joining in, and there's
Just waiting for things to start off today. I swear, by the end of this weekend, my voice is going to be gone.
Gone? Why? Why gone?
Because this is the third meeting we've had this weekend.
Not me per se, but
Yeah, pretty much. Whew. Do 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 do. Here we are. So, as we're waiting for people to arrive, let us see.
oh, Sunny Dip.
Sunol, yeah.
I think. My golly, what the hey? That buzzing has to stop. No, I can't really force you to, but
Why is it the... Oh, it's an eraser. That's why. There we go.
oh, it's Sun Ew Dip.
Yep.
I get it. Hey, Peg Visco. What's your language, please?
That's okay.
Peg said
Just can't say it on the stream. So we're just waiting for more people to arrive. And then we'll get started with, say, the first draw-off sort of deal. Of course, ask any questions talk
Yeah,
about?
we would love to ask some questions.
I think you mean
We would
answer
love
some
to
questions.
answer
I'm
some
not pretty sure.
questions. I meant to say we love to answer some questions. Oh, Sonny Dip is asking us, like, do we need a video chat when he records his lines or something like that?
Wait. Do you guys need video? What? Small dip. The table remains or
You don't have to say any spoilers.
All right, my Wi-Fi's crapping out again.
What's up?
Brandon Martinez is asking, are you guys accepting more people for the crew? Yes, we are.
Yep, always. Choose a part, send it in. We'll look it over, see if it's good. If it's not, you can try again. You need Brent. I record my lines.
But you guys are on the draw already?
Nope.
Oh, thank goodness. Sheesh. Okay, so there are a couple of questions. Do you guys already answer those questions? Like, is there a planned amount of episodes?
Well, it doesn't matter which ones was answered or not. They got questions. All right. Wait, I'm echoing. Who's got me on echo?
It's definitely on me.
There. All right. Let's see what we got here. Questions. So Club of Games TV asks, so the question, when will a new update video come? I think he means those update videos that we made a long time ago. Well, let me think. Technically we can make one right now, but I mean, with the monthly live streams and the videos that we come out with every so often, I mean, the update videos have kind of become unnecessary. Back when we were making update videos, it was all like there weren't any live streams. We couldn't answer questions directly. It was like needed, but now it's not really needed. So we could make an update video, but I mean, it's kind of unnecessary because I mean, we can answer any questions about updates right now. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I'm sorry. Jeremias Alvarado asks, I have a question. Will this be subtitled in Spanish? None of us can speak fluent Spanish, I don't think. So heavy chance on no. It's possible though, but still heavy chance on no. All right, so this is Adbzz Persona asks if is there a planned amount of episodes, and if so, how many? There is a planned amount of episodes. Season 4 will have, well, each season actually will have about 26 episode slots, and those episode slots are filled in with either how do I describe this? It's like half episodes. Each episode is a half of an episode, so it's like it's technically 13 slots, but it's divided into 2, so it makes it 26. So because they're 11-minute episodes, and then you squish them together into one episode to make it 30 minutes, and then there you go. So yeah, and that's both season 4 and 5. Joel Cola asks, did you guys get any more voice actors since the last update video? Yes, we did. We have a lot more voice actors. We're always looking for more. Vexus still isn't casted. We still need a Vexus, so send in your best Vexus, and maybe we'll choose you. Never hurts to try.
Apparently,
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. All right, so I think this is the amount we're going to get for now. So I think we'll just kick it off with the first drawing competition. For those who don't know what the drawing competitions are, they're just fun little contests where we have... I'm sorry, I have a very sore throat right now. All right, drink some water. Drawing competitions is when we give each other topics to draw, and we sketch them out, and usually they're on the funny side. So, but they have to be broad enough so the drawing person can be a little more creative. It's like, say, if you want to say, oh, have Jenny cross over with Danny Phantom. That's too specific. You got to be more like, oh, have Jenny cross over with an early 2000s cartoon. And, oh, okay, so we got some things to choose from. So it's got to be a little more broad, so the artist has some creativity to donate. And yeah, so we'll just go on down by the line, the way I see it on the computer here. Eric, well, Leo has been silent this entire time. Leo, are you participating in this?
No. If so, Leo, please. There is a group chat and a Hangouts thing too. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, he says no. Okay, so he won't participate. Okay, so it'll just be Eric, Nick, and me. So, Eric, what is your prompt for?
Oh, he's actually staying at like a half-tuck screaming in a horror movie.
For who?
No. Eric, what is your prompt for Nick?
Oh, you're gonna pick a random teenage robot character, only you're gonna replace their face with a face from another Nicktoons character.
Oh man.
Bye.
All right. So, Nick, what is your prompt for me then?
Sorry, I've been eating. Have Brad, Jenny, and Tuck Mr. Science 3000 style, like they're riffing a movie.
Okay, like they're riffing whatever movie am I choosing? Okay. And then as for Eric, you are going to. How about drawing Jenny doing something that we've never seen her do before? Like, I'm only throwing this out as an example. You don't have to choose this one, but like we've never seen Jenny skateboard before. So like draw, like obviously be a little more creative than skateboarding, but draw Jenny doing something, preferably a human activity that she's never done before.
Okay.
All right. So that being said, we will have 1 minute to sketch and then 10 minutes to finalize. And when the 23-minute mark hits, we shall go. And in the meantime, we can take a look at any more questions that we had here. Any questions? Any questions? Doesn't look like there's any questions. Okay. Oh, go. Time to go. Okay, okay.
My prompt is to draw a teenage robot character with a face of another Nicktoon.
Yep.
Okay, my application window is not showing up in the screen share options.
That's odd. Is it like on a different monitor?
No. I'll have to share the entire screen though.
All right. Let's see. What movie? What movie?
It doesn't matter which movie you choose.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of which one though. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, man, I'm trying to think of a good movie that they would watch.
You know what the MST3K had riffed? They riffed
Yeah.
cheesy movies, the worst.
Yeah, I know. Hmm.
Yeah, it's not very clean of my drawing, but hey, we can somehow. Oh, that armor is ridiculous.
Ooh, 1 minute left.
1 minute left of sketching or finalizing?
Finalizing.
Oh no!
Oh, 3:33 or 3:33. Ah, even my mind is still on Arizona time. Okay, moving down the list, revealing what we all drew. Eric, we have Jenny.
We have Jenny playing Call of Duty.
On the GameCube, nonetheless.
I tried to make it look like some other weird console, but it ended up looking like a GameCube.
Interesting. Cool. All right, now we have Nick, who drew Tuck with Neil Thailand's face.
Yeah, everyone's prefer as Nihal Kailan because apparently the show's name is Nihal Kailan, but the character's name is actually just called Kailan for.
Okay. Interesting. Poor Tuck. And now we have mine. They are watching the recent SpongeBob movie.
Mystery Science Eater 3000 style.
Jenny,
what are they saying?
Jenny's saying, well, that was anticlimactic, and Brad's saying, what the heck was with the top with the rapping dolphin? So yeah. Okay. Any questions? I feel like this is a slower. This is one of the slower live stream than the previous ones.
Yeah, because everyone has a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
EK asks, how's the school life, kiddos?
Huh?
EK asks, how's the school life, kiddos? Trying to imitate Tigger's voice like that.
Who asked this?
EK.
EK. Oh. Does he sound... Do you know him? Does he sound like Tigger?
No, that's just my imitation of Tigger.
How's the school life? Fine, I guess. I don't know how else to answer that. How's school life for you guys?
It's going all right.
Transitioning that to workforce is slightly getting a little bit offhand. But
How's the voice acting coming along? Well, we just had our first table read meeting last night, so that went really cool. And yeah, we're going to be starting official recordings now.
Yay!
All right, yay! And the first table read is the very special episode, and I was going to say I wasn't going to say anything about it.
You know what? All right. Well, I'm going to actually work on something for Teenage Robot, and so we're not just sitting around here twiddling our thumbs waiting for questions.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm going to open up Adobe Flash and work on some posters. Posters that should have been done a long time ago, but...
Like my poster.
Like most of the work on this.
But voice acting took a priority. All right. Open. Where's those posters? And screen share this. Ah, it's my face. Go. All right.
Yeah, it looks like a particular character that we hadn't actually...
You saw nothing. You heard nothing. All right, let's see what the original sketch was like here so I can actually get stuff laid out. Oh.
What happened? I told you to stay off of DeviantArt while we're on stream.
Whoa.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know who is doing these mobile valuations.
Let's see. All right. Do.
P. Hookie is asking, what's going on now? Well, we're just...
I'm working on a poster for the show, and let's see. Eric is working on finalizing his image of Jenny playing Call of Duty. That's from the drawing thing we had just now. And
Me, I'm just trying to sketch out something, and I don't know what. I'm just need some inspiration too.
yep. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Always taking Q&A questions.
Okay, Sunny Dip is asking us about the crew and actors to be drawn as an OC to be put in the background.
It's a possibility, but it's not necessary. I mean, we wouldn't be technically OCs. We'd just be putting ourselves in the background.
Okay, Sunny Dip is asking us to
Well,
draw ourselves.
Yeah, nothing against drawing yourself. I don't know if it doesn't. It's doesn't mean it'll be in the show, but yeah, there's nothing against drawing yourself.
Jenny wanted. Okay, Average Kid is stated that Jenny listens to Real L. What happens? Or what?
World implodes. I don't know. It's a Weird Al.
If the music becomes a little bit too loud, I'll probably turn it down.
Just make sure it's not copyrighted.
It's not. You need to make sure that.
I didn't even know you were playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing music because I need a little bit more focused draw. Okay, Sunny Dip is asking, what do you feel is professional and amateurism? But what's going on in production?
That's a weird question. What do I feel is amateur as in versus mature? Well, we are technically all amateurs here. It's not like we have, we're all, the vast majority of us are still in school, whether it be college or high school. So we are all kind of learning as we go with this project. So that's technically makes us amateurs. That being said, professional-wise, I think we're definitely making some professional grade stuff when it comes to certain aspects of the show. I mean, I've certainly been impressed by a lot of what this crew can do. In terms of, so far we've done voice acting, a lot of character design, script writing. I've been impressed, so I guess that's calls for professionalism. I mean, it's really up to the person you're asking on what's regarded as professional or not.
I mean, technically it's not professional, but
Yeah.
I'd say it's like the quality is professional, but since nobody's getting paid, technically it's not.
Yeah. Well, and then at the very least, striving to be professional grade quality. Very, very least of it at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sonal Dip asked, do you feel this can inspire real production companies to better handle their shows for quality and interaction with fans? I have no idea. It'd be cool if it did, but yeah, I have no idea.
If Jenny was to fuse with a character, who would it be?
Silver Shell.
Fuse with a character. Iron Man.
Hannibal Lecter.
Does it have to be a teenage
Hannibal Lecter. Okay.
Hey, I'd watch that.
What?
That'd be an interesting show.
That's why I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean fuse
What's
with
the
a
hell
character
of that?
like a gem fusion?
I think that's what he means. It's like a gem sort of fusion.
Yeah, but does that be a teenage robot character?
Oh, I don't know if she meant teenage robot character or just any cat character. I
guess she doesn't technically say it.
Yeah,
So
I
I guess
interpreted
it could be
it as any character. So
I still think it'd be cool if she could fuse with this Silver Shell.
that might be interesting. Like, if we're going off of like again Steven Universe fusion, where it's like attributes of both characters fused into one.
P. Hooky asks, what made you guys start watching My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Ooh, well, I should say and then we'll go down the list. I started watching Teenage Robot when I was a young lad, very small, back in like when it was premiering, in like 2004 or 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. I started watching it. The last time I saw it on air was when season 3 started premiering, back in 2008, 2009. Yeah, and so I go back when it started, when it was premiering, when I was young lad. Almost missed a Halloween trick or treat run because I wanted to see Cluster Prime, and I just eventually recorded it and then went trick or treating with my friends. But I totally was about to sit down and ditch them just to watch Teenage Robot Cluster Prime. Because it was something that had been airing it was either airing that night or it had been airing a few weekends in a row, and I had missed all of them, and this was like this was going to be like one of the last ones, and I'm like, I don't want to miss this one. So, but then Mom taught me how to record, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So for me, I've watched it more recently because we didn't have cable when I was a kid, so like I'd only seen a few episodes when I was young. So I watched the show last year because I had seen Robotaxi's review on it, and I thought, oh, I forgot that show existed. I never really watched it that much. So I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I thought it was really refreshing because I had just finished BoJack Horseman at the time, so I was really depressed.
Yeah.
Why were you depressed?
Because BoJack Horseman is a depressing show. It's a good
really
show.
is.
It's a great show, but
it's probably my favorite cartoon in production right now, maybe of all time.
Yeah, BoJack Horseman's pretty great. What about you, Eric? When did you start watching the show?
I actually vaguely remember seeing the original pilot in 1999.
Wow, that's really going far. I
was about like 4 or 5 years old at the time. But then when it premiered in 2003, I had watched it, and it instantly became like my favorite show at the time.
Cool.
Like I caught every episode. I think one time I missed an episode and cried. But then I remember I watched through season 1 when it was airing, but after that I kind of forgot about it until like about 2 years ago, and I stumbled upon it again, and that's kind of what made me join this crew, because I was getting into animation at the time, and it looked like an easy style to work in.
Sweet.
I didn't really grow up watching Teenage Robot that much because I didn't had all this. I had Playhouse Disney and PBS Kids and Nick Jr., all those tapes and everything. So, and it was around the time when the show finally turned 10 when I decided to go ahead and watch it, and it was pretty okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think Leo is muted.
He doesn't have a microphone.
Yeah, I don't know if he can. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to, I think if he could, I mean, he could probably type it into the live chat and then.
Yeah. He says he's still here, so he would. It's probably, if he wants to answer the question, he would probably be best if he went to the YouTube and typed it in that chat. Where it's being streamed.
What's the rest of this poster look like? All right, there's the sun. That's going to be. I better tackle the sun. That's going to be an interesting line work. Draw circle, big circle. There.
I remember Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Yep, I remember that show. I didn't watch it, but I remember it. I
watched like 2 episodes.
I remember enjoying the theme song, but then instantly turning it off when the show started.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had a few television shows like that where I'd be like, I like the theme song, but once it starts, I'm out.
Funny enough, I had seen it, so
let's see.
I'm trying to think of a song of a TV show. I know there's one. It's on the tip. I can't remember what it is. Song, but the rest of the show isn't really worth it. I'd say any recent seasons of The Walking Dead.
Oh golly, really?
Walking Dead.
You know what?
I've been heard Walking Dead been going downhill lately.
Yeah, I made it like halfway through the 5th season, and I was just like because the rest of my family was caught up, and I was just so bored with everything that was going on. It's like, okay, this is the same thing that happened last season. We get it. Really good. Maybe one of the best seasons of television, and it's only 6 episodes, but it's fantastic, and it's got one of the best pilot episodes of all time, in my opinion. But after season 2, season 2 is pretty bad. Season 3 is good. Season 4, the first half is pretty good, and then and then the last half of season 4, and after that is just boring to me.
You know what's actually interesting about Teenage Robot? I'm bringing this back up because recently Animation Look Back Cartoon Network premiered, and in it, Robert Zetti is not only mentioned, but the pilot episode for the Teenage Robot series is also included.
Oh, from that YouTuber Electric Dragon.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the YouTuber is designed to, if his video is designed to look back, I mean, there you go.
If you guys could remake any episode of Teenage Robot, which one would it be and why?
You guys, that's an interesting question.
The Christmas special.
I would probably remake the Christmas special. If out of all the Teenage Robot episodes, I felt like that one was the least bit quality of them. I mean, it was an interesting premise, how Jenny is used as a machine to destroy Christmas. That's interesting. That's a story that's never been done before. But at the same time, I felt like the characters were kind of out of character, and how they were all so quick to turn on XJ9 without questioning it, except Sheldon. I felt like that was a little out of character. So if I had any episode that had the possibility to redo, it would be the Christmas special. Holiday special.
Also, isn't there I'm trying to remember what plot hole with that episode where the cluster would have totally taken over because it's not helping anyone for a year.
That was it. Yeah, it's that's the big plot hole that really irks me. How Jenny was literally gone from superheroing for an entire year, and not a single supervillain showed up and took over the town or something. And it was why? Mighty convenient. And then at the same time, the year absence puts a huge plot hole in her high school development, which they never really focused on to begin with. We never really got a clear understanding of what grade level she was in. But yeah, that'd be the one episode I would redo. Hey, who else? What are you guys' episodes that you would redo?
Not really sure, but I'm guessing most of the season 3 episodes.
Let's see. I'm gonna go through the episode list because I know that there's some episodes that I wasn't too satisfied with.
Yeah, go ahead. Descriptions, I think I'll remember. Watch through the entire series. Usually I just go back and watch my favorite episodes.
In the meantime, it's kind of a combined question because of how it is. Jonas Brennan asks, hold on. How's production going? And Doom Donuts is asking, did it get delayed or something?
No. Production's going good. We just had, like I said earlier, we just had our table read, our first table read of an episode last night with all the cast and crew. I mean, not everyone could make it, but it was a healthy number, and it went pretty good. And we're going to be having those every week now, and it's all part of official recording now. So, yeah, we're officially recording episodes at this moment, getting the voices in and everything like that. So, yeah, production's going pretty good.
The average kid asks, what video game villain would you think would fit Jenny's universe?
What video game would fit the universe? It would probably be one of those open world video games where, I don't know if anyone remembers these, but it was back, you used to be the norm when you adapted a television video game or adapted a television series into a video game. It's like this, there was the SpongeBob, what do you call it? The Battle for Bikini Bottom, that was one of them. This kind of style of open world video game where you explore the world of the characters. There was a Fairly Odd Parents video game. There was the Simpsons video game that did the same thing. It would probably, if I had to guess, if there was an official video game being done for Teenage Robot, it would probably mimic that same style where you get to explore Tremerton and everything like that. Fly around town.
He was asking what video game villain would fit the universe.
Oh, video game villain. I thought you meant video game style.
Yeah.
My bad.
Teenage Robot Tennis.
No.
Don't even question him about the tennis.
Anyway, what video game villain would fit the universe?
Let me look through my game collection. Maybe someone from Fallout 4?
Maybe. Dr. Robotnik might fit. I mean, he's kind of zany enough to be Teenage Robot, and, you know, he's got the robot deal going on. Bowser, maybe.
Let's see.
Ridley, yeah. I'd Ridley be pretty cool.
Maybe Andros from Star Fox.
Doorbell roll.
He was supposed to get through.
And I find it ironic how your bad microphone actually makes it sound like a voice from the video game.
What, mine?
Yeah.
This is not my bad microphone.
Oh, I guess it's just your connection right then. Google is automatic.
I'm using a blue snowball right now.
That's odd. I guess it's just the connection? Because Google Hangouts is making your voice sound really, really bad microphone-ish.
Hang on, let me check, see if I have it on the right thing.
It could just be connection speed.
It could be the connection speed.
Yeah. Because I know when there's more people on here, connection speed drops, because that happens sometimes when there's one person that shows up before, their voice would be clear, and then the instant the third person shows up, everyone's voice would drop down a level in quality. It's just how Google processes these Hangouts sort of deal. All right.
All right, how about now?
Nope, still same quality. So I guess it's just connection.
Damn it.
So Resistant Wartle is asking, so what's the progress of the series?
We are currently in, what do you call it, official voice recording. We're recording voices for the episodes.
We also have about like 70 to 80% of the storyboards done for the first episode. So once we get the lines recorded for that and we finish up the storyboards, we'll be able to build our first animatic.
Yep. Exciting. And then using that animatic, we can pass it to like a test audience if we decide to go that path and say, hey, how we
I
doing?
think we should wait for the final animatic to do that, but whatever.
Yeah.
The Super Gentleman is asking, would we expect references to other Nicktoons in the fan-made seasons?
Yep.
Definitely.
Wow, just right out?
Yep. We've already made a few. It's not going to be like, don't expect like a crossover or anything like that, because that ain't happening. But if you're like thinking along the lines of, say, there's a character from another Nicktoons drawn in the background or something, like, yep, probably.
And yes, Jonas Brennan, then animation from the animatics.
Let's see.
Well, then
Yeah,
we gotta do,
after, yeah, especially after animatics comes animation.
well,
Even
we got like
well, they might even play
posing, sound effects, background design, and stuff.
Yeah, sound effects I got that covered. Yeah, with even they might even go hand in hand too. Like some things don't need to be drawn out in the storyboard. Some things can just be, because really storyboards are just meant to help with camera angles and stuff like that. We're script based because, you know, of course, we don't have the means of doing a storyboard based show the way we have this set up, with everyone being from separate states and stuff like that, and even separate countries in some cases. So we don't have we can't do a storyboard based production, because storyboard based productions requires everyone to be sitting in the same room drawing on like sticky notes or something and like going like, does this look better? Does this work better? Does this work better? We don't have the luxury of that, so we have to go by script. But at the same time, when you go by script, not everything in the script needs to be drawn out onto a storyboard, because storyboards are meant to help camera angles and stuff and specific motions and animation and stuff like that. So it's not entirely required with a project like this, but so some things can easily be skipped in the animatic process when to focus on more important actions like fight scenes and like when a character is specifically doing something that words have a hard time describing, sort of deal. I hope I explained that well.
Recent Wartle is asking, is the anime series going to be hand-drawn like the original?
Yeah, pretty much. Traditional animation, well, traditional digital, I should say. But yeah, it's going to be hand-drawn.
Wasn't the original in Flash, though?
No, the original was a style called limited animation. I think they started with pencil, like they drew it live or in person, and then they transferred it to a digital, like they inked it digitally, I think, because while there are sketches and drawings of the pencils that they used out there that there's images of, there are no images or references of any cells that may have used it in production. So that leads, usually there, if it was cell animated, there'd be some cells out there, you know what I mean? But there's none. So it's my guess is that it was, I mean, they never really specified, but my guess is that it was animated traditionally with pencil and then inked digitally, and then in-betweens were done by Rough Draft Studios, which is a Korean animation studio that handles a lot of animation for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And the way we are doing it is that we're basically doing the hand-drawn thing too, limited animation, same style, only we're not doing pencil, we're just going straight to digital.
Yeah.
Which is most animation, 2D animation nowadays anyway. They don't really do traditional anymore.
Nobody does fully hand-drawn animation anymore.
Which is unfortunate, but yeah, that's just how business goes.
Well, to be fair, it's a lot cheaper and generally easier.
Yeah.
Club of Games TV asks, how do you think how many seasons of MLaaTR could be released if the show had a high rating? And would you begin to work on the rebooted project if that happened?
I think Franzetti said he was going to do a 4th season. They had plans for one.
Yeah, they had plans for a 4th. They had episode ideas for a 4th season. So if it was renewed for it, they would have definitely at least had that one. I don't know how far it would have gone. My guess would probably be that the 4th season would probably be the final one if they would have officially gone on. But that's just a guess. We're doing 4, and then we're going to do a 5th season because we came up with a lot of ideas, and we're too stubborn to get rid of some. So let's see. Would we begin work on a rebooted project? Well, we're working on it right now. If you're talking about like an official one, I would love to, but that Nickelodeon would kind of have to hire before that happened.
You never know.
What's the progress on getting a Vexus? Asks Resistant War Turtle. Lacking. Please send in your Vexus auditions because
we need it.
need a Vexus.
It's a hard one.
Doesn't hurt to try, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, give it a shot. We have someone who's got some really good voice acting advice. So, like, if you fit the voice, but you're not necessarily great as a voice actor in general, she has a lot of great advice. It's insane.
Yes, she's very helpful. Also, when I say it doesn't hurt to try, it literally does not hurt to try, because there have been various instances in our production here where people had absolutely no idea that their voice would match a character that they were going for, but they tried it and they found out they could very easily voice the character, and now that person is voicing the character. So even if you think that, oh, my voice would never sound like Vexus, doesn't hurt to try, because you might surprise yourself.
That happened to me.
So yeah. I forgot how to make this style of painting. I used to know it by default, but now I'm rusty.
Shattered Multiverse asks, will we see new elements implanted in this series that weren't or couldn't be implanted in the original because of executive meddling?
It depends on your definition of elements. I don't know. Let's see. We're definitely still keeping it PG, so don't expect anything you can't see on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. If you want a good bar, like a good, like, we would never go farther than this. We constantly look at the Clone Wars, the 2008 series, and because that had a lot of action scenes, and that was okay for kids. So we're like, okay, if Clone Wars can do this, then this shouldn't be that bad. That sort of thing. In terms of different elements, like I don't know what you really mean by elements otherwise than that.
I think a good example would be if you remember Jenny's exosuit, how Nick was kind of freaked out about that. So they said that after they did the episode where, it's like, it takes the role of the Black Spider-Man symbiote, they said after that, no more of that exosuit. And I heard they were going to do another episode with it, but they couldn't do it because...
yeah, there's a reason why. It wasn't because that the exosuit seemed too scary for kids. It was because what they submitted for the third idea, the third episode, Nickelodeon did not like. It was because the exoskin would start to take over humans, start to control humans, like the symbiotic suit. But then it would use those humans as... How do you say, forcing Jenny to put on the suit again? Like if she, like it would threaten Jenny, if you don't put me back on, I will kill these people. And Nickelodeon was like, okay, that's a little much. Or maybe not kill, but like seriously harm these people if you do not submit to me. Which I think would be okay by today's standards, but back then that's the entire reason why the third
episode wasn't made.
Right. So by our own standards, that would probably be okay because, I mean, if the Clone Wars can do it...
Okay, wait. Charter Universe is... staying more like Nickelodeon says something like 2 minute characters, or wait some, but the creator already has plans to add them, if it makes sense, he guessed, or like they say add a character like this, but the creator doesn't want that.
I see what you mean. Okay, so you mean in the sense of like the networks adding a character because the chart says the kids will like this character, or the chart says we need to have less characters. Yeah, no, we're definitely not having something like that. We are thinking about the characters, of course, so they're not like we're not having a bunch of worthless characters running around like who don't do anything. But we don't want that. But we do have a ton of new characters to show. We have a few new I think they're primarily villains. I don't think we have a lot of new good guys. We have mostly new bad guys.
Yeah.
You can't beat new villains.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I can't even think, because one of the big rules we had when we were making our new characters and stuff, new character ideas, was we could not, and this still is a rule, we can't make a character that's going to become a reoccurring main character, like Jenny, like on the levels of Jenny, Tucker, Brad, etc. Because when you do that, you alienate your audience. And that's unfortunately what some cartoons fall into nowadays, because the chart says a new character will attract new people. Yeah, well, the chart isn't always correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell that to the people over at the Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot.
Oh my gosh. Did anyone see that one?
Oh boy. I didn't watch any of it.
That was such a Mary
Sue. It's voiced by Vanessa Overswords from Phineas and Ferb here in the US.
That was such a Mary Sue character. It's unbelievable how much of a Mary Sue the new Powerpuff Girl was.
Bless is voiced by Vanessa Overswords and Phineas from Phineas and Ferb in the US. Then there's other types of actors.
No offense to the voice actor. She did fine. Like, the voice actor did her best. She did fine. But the character itself was just the pinnacle of what a Mary Sue can be.
Yeah. Let's see.
So that's definitely something what we are thoroughly against, introducing a character that's going to be like a reoccurring main character. Side characters okay, new villains okay, but a new main character that is part of the team that's going to fight crime with everybody, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be problematic to say the least.
Yeah, we have enough characters that we can have fun with. Brad, Wakeman, Jenny, of course, Sheldon. We have enough main characters.
Yeah, Club of Games TV asks if My Life as a Teenage Robot RPG game would exist, how do you think who could be the final boss in it?
Probably Vexus.
Same. I think it's going to be unanimous toward Vexus.
Yeah.
Anybody got any different suggestions?
Not good enough.
Tuck is the main villain of the episode.
I love that.
What?
But yeah, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vexus is the big baddie of Teenage Robot. She's been dethroned because of Cluster Prime, but she's still like, I don't know, the main. If I had to think of Jenny's equivalent to the Joker or Lex Luthor, I would think Vexus.
Yeah. Her arch enemy. Her stairs to Professor X.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna figure this out. I have recently forgotten how to draw these types of.
All right, I think I got my microphone working now.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's much better.
Yay! Oh no.
Actually, this isn't helping. I gotta actually make it originate from the center. Damn. All right.
You guys are sounding a lot better on my end too for some reason, but I'm not complaining.
Cool. Really forgotten how to draw rays like this. Used to have it down, but I'm out of practice. Trying to draw that type of style where it's like bunch of circles and lines and faded colors. Here, like this. This is one I drew a long time ago. When I was trying to sketch my style, sketch out stuff for the series.
What?
It's loading. There we go. I'm trying to draw something like this. I'm out of practice.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah. You gotta start start from the center.
Yeah. Is that from the actual show, or did you draw that?
It's based on something from the actual show.
Interesting.
But yeah, I drew it myself. It's got to pick a center and then draw the lines outward. So
Vexus is basically the main antagonist, but will we see villains that are technically more powerful and dangerous than her, but aren't the big bads of the series, says Shattered Multiverse.
Ooh.
Let's see. I'm thinking of all the villains. Maybe? I'm thinking of all the villains, the new villains we have planned so far right now. There are a few instances where, say, like if we had to like split it up into ranks, like in terms of strength and intelligence or something like that, there might be a few times where a different villain or a different antagonist is like, say, stronger than Vexus, like, or possibly, I don't know if we have one of these yet, but possibly more intelligent than Vexus, but I don't know if we have one of those yet. But other than that, I don't think anything is going to come close to what Vexus has brought to the table or is going to bring to the table. Yeah, like well, what Shattered Multiverse is saying here now too. It's kind of like how Omega Droid took out the entire fleet. Yeah, there's definitely some characters that will outperform Vexus in terms of strength or like specific attributes like firepower or something like that. But in terms of overall villainness, like outperforming her as a villain, I don't think there's going to be one that's going to be more prominent. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to add on that. So let's see. We need to have like rays coming down like that. I have one here, and this one have it.
Ooh, this is a good question.
What?
Would we see Melody return in an episode?
Yeah. Easy, Nick. You gotta. Let's see. Will we see Melody return? Well, I guess it's not really spoilers because yeah, you will. Because that's a loose end that needs to be tied up.
Yeah.
The what's going on with Melody. So yeah, I think think of a loose end that was not tied up in Teenage Robot. Think of the character that is associated with. You're probably gonna see him. We got to tie up the loose end.
I'm gonna have to give Resistant War Turtle a big no. Can you second that, Nate?
Yeah, no. And because this is a PG live stream, I cannot even read that. So.
Whoa. Southern Robot.
Anyway,
What was? No.
We were talking about someone on the public server who's already covered that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there, done that. We're not even gonna do it anyway. We haven't been there and done that, but somebody else has.
let us see.
Oh, so I guess Resistant War Turtle was asking not about the R-rated stuff, but about her relationships in general.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's another loose end we got to tie up. The relationship dilemma. Yeah, there's we cover relationships.
Gotta have them.
Yep. What's a teenage drama without relationship troubles?
A good teenage drama. No, just kidding. It wouldn't be a teenage drama, that's for sure.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's unfortunate because whichever path we the general public is going to castrate us, but whichever path we choose, but we got to make it.
Pretty much. Yo, I almost thought that we could either get wrecked by everybody or get wrecked by nobody by just kind of bringing in a third character to replace both of them.
Oh my gosh, that would, if we want to be super castrated, that's the place to get. That's the path to go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm starting to get back into the groove of this on how to make these types of backgrounds.
Groovy. Speaking of Eartha Kitt, you could say it's a new groove.
Oh yeah!
Is Zone Tan an animator on this series?
Nope.
No.
What?
I think we answered
I mean, okay, I will take. I'll say this. How do I say this? I'm trying to think of words to formulate this. Animators on, yeah, here we go. Animators on our team. Well, it's not even just animators. This entire production, there's a rule about joining the production team. How the Rule 34 is kind of banned here. We're not doing anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
It's banned. So if you were expecting that on the series, sorry. Nope. Keeping it PG.
Resistant War Turtle is asking another loose lift time unsolved. Did Brad break the world record for the most people stuffed inside a car?
I think he did.
Yeah, didn't he? We should probably just put. Yeah, I think he did. So probably.
I wonder if that counts though. If like, because Jenny's technically not a person.
Oh, that would be an interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Get out of here.
Let's put a pin in that.
Exactly.
I think that's actually too big. I think I made that array too large. Let's make it half the size.
Oh, hey, Mila.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Livestream.
How's the con going for you? How's the con, Mila?
Oh, the con. Pretty good. I slept for 14 hours after getting back, so that should tell you how eventful it was.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
About, let's see, any more questions?
Persistent World Turtle asked, off topic, but what games do you guys usually play when you play games?
Well, when I have actual opportunity to play games, which is it's a rarity. I usually play something like Halo, or a dinosaur game like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis or something. But I have very, very rarely play video games nowadays. Don't really have the time.
Yeah. Whenever I do play video games, usually it's when my friends are online and we'll play like CS:GO or PUBG or something. I'm not too good at either of those games, but I'll play with them anyway. But when I do get time to play games other than that, I'll usually play some first-person single-player game from like the 90s or an adventure game. Like we're trying to finish Grim Fandango right now.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch recently. I'll actually be streaming it after this stream on Twitch.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, you have a Twitch.
So, I mean, if anyone's interested.
I'll check it out.
But aside from that, my favorite video game of all time, I bet you guys know it. Hang on.
Oh boy.
Oh, is he gonna pop out?
It's gonna pop it out.
Jet Set Radio!
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
That was my Jet Set Radio t-shirt.
Oh, speaking of t-shirts, we sold out the Teenage Robot t-shirt, didn't we?
Yeah.
They are sold out. I'm actually gonna check that on right now. Hot topic.
Yeah, unless they restocked.
Sure.
I still think it's hilarious how quickly it sold out.
Yep, it's gone. It is gone. There are no sizes available.
Dang.
Sold that sucker out.
Let's see.
Hopefully they get the message that we want more.
Clone Games TV asks, how do you think Jenny would look if she was created like a teenage boy?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Here, let's I'm curious enough to sketch that out. A Rule 69 teenage robot. Or was it 69 or 63? One of those two. I don't
think it
know.
was 63.
I don't have the internet rules memorized.
Man,
I just
How
know
dare you?
I just know the ones banned from our crew. So anyway,
one in particular at least.
yeah, one in particular.
That is rule number. Okay, rule 69 is well, let's just say it's not about gender, or at least not specifically. It's rule 63.
Okay.
You can
My
probably
bad.
have rule
Anyway,
63.
Rule 63, Jenny.
Oh my
probably-
gosh!
you could probably
Really? You guys-
Probably would still have the circular head. I don't see why that would be a change.
I need to bookmark this page for no particular reason, of course.
Probably would still have the cheek. Again, not really a signature of feminine quality there. Just a cheekbone sort of deal. Chin, cheek, whatever that is. I don't even think the creators knew what to call that thing, because like I think in the production notes, even like they would say Jenny's quote unquote cheek, like put it in quotes. All right. The eyes would probably stay the same too. The hairstyle would probably be different though. Probably would ditch the pigtails.
Okay, Shattered Universe is asking.
Maybe it'd be more kind of like a, not a mohawk, but like the hairstyle where it's all sticking up.
Yeah.
Pompadour?
I
Like.
don't know.
It'd be boring just to have a blank head. Something that can a male hairstyle that rockets can come out the back.
Would the rocket still be there though? I figured it'd be more like on his back if that was the deal.
Maybe like add some maybe sideburns. I don't know. What are some popular male hairstyles? I'm thinking of like whenever I think of this type of stuff, I always think of just short hair, which you can't really do with a male hairstyles. Need some longer hairstyles so we can have some rockets come out of it for blasting off.
Resistant War Turtle asks, are we getting a Tin Can Man episode? Because he's probably the best character in the series.
Not currently, but I mean, anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah, because it's Tuck. What do you want to expect?
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot.
Spoilers!
To call himself.
Just revealed the whole series. Tuck is the Tin Man. Tin Can. Oh, that's just ruins everything. That was going to be such a reveal.
Well, I think he's going to freaking reveal the Force Awakens because no one's done that yet.
Oh, if they haven't seen who dies in the Force Awakens, that's their fault at this point. It's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
I remember I was sitting in history class. One guy had ditched school to see The Force Awakens. He comes into fifth period, like halfway through the class, and the first thing he does is spoil that part of the movie for everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Let's see.
Shattered Multiverse asks, we've seen Jenny take on thugs, villains, supervillains, mutants, aliens, other robots, puppets, evil suits, and even indestructible wind-up toys, but has she gone up against magic?
I think she did. Actually, no, she didn't. She's never gone up against magic, I don't think. The one thing I'm thinking of, like, magic-wise is, like, her aunt kind of had forest-like magic powers. But other than that, I don't recall any magic going on. It was mostly sci-fi.
Oh, what about Misty?
That's more of a mutant situation, you know, like mutant powers, kind of like X-Men sort of deal.
Okay.
Man, I'm all right. Maybe I'll come back to the hair, but the neck would probably be the same. The torso would totally be different. We probably see more of an angular style. Jenny kind of has a sort of an hourglass going on, where it's kind of inverted at the same time. The upper torso and the bottom torso are definitely the hourglass situation going, but her midsection, it actually does not. It kind of has a taper to it, kind of like that. I would edit that a little bit more, but kind of like that. So, but with the male, so it's obviously they kind of have the classic sort of hourglass thing that they go for most feminine cartoons. So I guess the one thing to do with the male would probably just kind of be an inverted sort of hourglass, where it's, or not an inverted, but a stretched one, where the upper part would probably be longer than the lower part, and maybe just get rid of that midsection entirely.
I could only find one Rule 63 Jenny by looking it up in Google, and it's not very not very convincing.
And then the chest would probably, instead of coming inward, it would probably come outward like that. And
Hang on, I saw one on DeviantArt.
Yeah, that's what
that I thought was pretty good.
I don't know if this is the one. I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah,
look that
shoulder
different to
pads are
me.
good
And I
measure,
think
you know?
that's. I mean, I know it's supposed to be very similar, but I don't know. Everything else is everything else when I Google Rule 63 is Rule 34. So I know that's not what I'm looking for.
Nope. Just looking for the standard. Rule 63 in and of itself isn't that bad. It's just gender swapping and like, hey, if this character was the opposite gender, what would they look like? That's basically it. Not that bad. So maybe just like this type of torso. Wouldn't have a unless we wouldn't have like the classic Jenny dress. It would probably be more flat out. What if it just be flat out underwear sort of style, where it's just like a little triangle? The Superman underwear on the outside situation. I mean, I'm not flat out saying it's his underwear. I'm just like you know what it looks like. Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, I don't usually look up reference for Jenny on Google Images because there's some pretty cringy stuff on there. I usually just use the model sheets.
Yep.
The internet making you cringe one fan base at a time.
Exactly.
There. Select. There. And the boots, I don't see any reason why the boots would be anything different. So, same good old. I probably made the legs a little too long, but I can shorten them up after I'm done sketching. Yeah.
Looks like James is back. Like James Smith.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
he's trying to join us. But he can't.
Oh, it's in the Discord, James. It's in the the link to join the chat room is in the Discord, in the production crew Discord.
I told him that a couple of times, but he still seems to be having trouble finding it. Let's see.
Yeah, Jenny looks like Astro Boy with this braid.
What's his
Astro Boy haircut? There we go. That's a good one. Straight from the.
What's James's Discord username?
His Discord username, I don't know.
Okay, because I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll see if he keeps asking. He says he's looking in general and not seeing it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste it in general. That way it's like right there.
Well, just be sure not to put it in the live chat because
yeah, I put it in the production crew Discord.
Yes. Sad enough, he did post his Discord name on the live chat.
Guy. I don't see such a groovy guy in our production crew Discord. Maybe he's looking in the public server. So yeah, he's looking in the public server. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to the
Yeah, I'm gonna message him.
We got a separate one.
I'm gonna message him a link to our public Discord. Let me just find it real quick. Copy.
You can't send links. It won't let you.
And this.
What? Yeah, you can send links from.
PM on Discord.
Not on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I just PM'd him on Discord.
Maybe I could send him the invite, but at this rate, we're pretty much running out of time.
So he's joined our crew Discord now, and so he should see the link as the first thing. Yep, there he is.
There we go.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up? It's me.
Oh, wow.
Easy there.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Okay. Why isn't my monitor on? Turn the camera on. Okay, here we are.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
I saw it, dude.
It's been a
kinda
while.
forgot about you
I've been
for a while.
desperately busy with life stuff. Have a new job, 2 nieces. You
Aw.
get
Ooh.
Yay.
but I'm still ready to do voices when the time comes.
Well, that time is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been doing casting calls, and we just had our first table read the last night.
Cool.
So yeah. All right. Well, I think I don't think I can get any better than this. The hairstyle might be
Astro
cool,
Jenny.
but yeah, if Jenny was male, I guess. There you go. That is my prediction of what she would look like. She'd kind of have an Astro Boy sort of haircut and sort of that sort of body. Yeah. Any other questions?
Is the body ready?
I don't know what that means.
You know, like the and whatever. Hmm.
Yeah, Toad is not a character in the reboot
Yeah, no.
because
No,
Nintendo
it is
will have
not
our
the
heads.
creative color.
Yeah, we don't have Nintendo knows that they're
Oh God.
IPs.
I don't really like the hair.
Nice to have hair.
Can we have a Super Saiyan Jenny?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I never heard
A
that.
Super
in my
Saiyan
life.
Jenny.
Super Saiyan Jenny.
Oh, the Super Saiyan. I think we did. Someone drew that a long time ago. Super Saiyan Jenny.
Oh, that reminds me of a meme I made a long time ago. I think it was my first Facebook post too. It was a scene from the first episode when she's about to blast the asteroids with the magnifying glass thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I put a meme caption on it. I am a teenage robot, and you can burn in hell.
Interesting. But I think someone drew a Super Saiyan Jenny in a recent live stream. It wasn't recent, I should say. It was a long time ago. I forgot who did it. I forgot who did it though.
Mistress.
Oh, Mr. Creepypasta. Okay.
Charter Universe asks, will we see a sort of XJ10 upgrade in the series? Sounds fanfictionary, but we have seen the short gag.
XJ10 is actually would just be if it happened, it would probably just be we don't have any plans for it. I should flat out say right now, but if it did happen, it would probably be like a new character. But that again falls in the line of don't introduce new characters that could become main characters. Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of upgrading Jenny, she does go. We do have plans for a few upgrades, but it's mostly like she gets a new weapon or she gets a new this thing, you know.
Get equipped with.
Yeah. It's not like upgrade, and completely new look. It's no.
Roger
Worcester
Stevenson.
World Turtle asks, when will Chaos Jenny make an appearance?
I think he's asking that ironically. I don't think that's an actual question.
Yeah, Roger Stevenson from somewhere in the world asks, have any episodes gone into production yet?
They are all in production.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. It depends on what he means. If he means the animation phase, then...
Oh, the animation phase, we're not there yet, but we're getting
Yeah.
there. As for episodes in production, yeah, we're going. We're working on all these episodes at the same time.
Should we do one more draw for tonight because we're about to wrap up?
Yeah.
We have like 3 minutes.
Sure, why not? Sure, why not? We can go about 10 minutes overboard and just do one more draw off. So, let's just everyone already knows the rules of a draw off. So, let's see.
James doesn't.
Oh, James, have you ever? Yeah. Okay. For James, if you're going to participate in the draw off, a draw off is what we do here in the live stream. Sometimes it's when we all people here in the chat or the hangout chat. I mean, give each other prompts, and then using those prompts, we draw. We take about a minute to sketch out. I mean, we take about 11 minutes to draw the what we have been prompted to draw. The rules about the prompts is that they, of course, need to be kept PG, and at the same time, they have to be broad enough to allow creativity in. So you can't just say, "Oh, draw Jenny crossing over with Danny Phantom." No, you got to draw her. Say it more like draw Jenny crossing over with a character from a early 2000s Nickelodeon cartoon, and then if they choose Danny Phantom, they choose Danny Phantom, but they may not. So it's basically like that. In that.
Benny meets Cat Scratch.
Yeah, it's like that'd be too specific. That being said, I take it. Let's see. So Dallin, I don't think you're participating in this.
I can't draw.
Okay,
I don't even have a tablet for it. So.
James, will you be participating in this?
Yeah, I can draw.
All right. So Eric, I'm just going to go down the list again of what I see on my computer screen.
I draw by hand, by the way. I'm old-fashioned.
That's okay. Eric, what is your prompt for James?
You're gonna pick a character from Teenage Robot and draw them in the style of a video game that you are also going to pick.
Interesting. Okay. Now, James, now you're going to hand a prompt to Mila.
Okay. Let me think. Oh, wait. Any Teenage Robot character on a game show. It could be Family Feud or Jeopardy.
All right. Any game show, any Teenage Robot character. Now, Mila, you give a prompt to Nick.
If Jenny was a YouTuber, what would her YouTube channel be? What would she do?
Okay.
All right. And now, Nick, what is your prompt for me?
I'm guessing, like, have a grown-up Tuck in his own job.
What would grown-up Tuck be doing as a job? All right. What would grown-up Tuck even look like? That giant head. It would be like a.
I feel like that's someone that no one ever really thinks about, because like
that giant.
Brad and Tuck and all the humans, they all age, but Jenny doesn't. So one day, Jenny and Tuck will be the same age.
I mean, he would have to be like. Oh man, I'm gonna have to sketch this out because I gotta. All right, so just going through the prompts one more time. Oh, I gotta give a prompt to Eric. All right. Prompt.
Mine is going to look really disordered, but as is the video game I picked.
Let's see. I really want to be really specific, but I can't per rules.
Oh, James, we don't start quite yet. We wait till everyone gets their prompts, then there's a time limit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's a time limit. That's okay. But I'm going to try.
I guess I got a head start. Sorry.
I'm going to try to guide you to what I'm thinking about. Draw a Teenage Robot villain as a character from
Lazy Town. Just kidding.
No. Draw a Teenage Robot villain as a character from Mythos. Any character from Mythos. There we go.
From what?
Mythos.
Mythos. Like
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's not like a fandom or something. It's like mythology and
Oh, I see.
gods and goddesses and stuff like that. Any mythos. Draw a teenage robot villain as a mythos character. Like, I throw this out there, like Smitus as Hades, or Brad as Buddha, or something. You know what I mean? Like a teenage
Hercules
robot
as Hercules. Got it.
a teenage robot villain as a character from mythos. All right, and it can be any mythology as for your pick. So, going down the line of who's drawing, Eric is drawing a teenage robot villain as a mythos character, character from mythos. James is drawing I think it was a character from Teenage Robot in the style of a video game. Mila is drawing a teenage robot character on a game show. Nick is drawing Jenny as if she was a YouTuber, like what she would do. And I am drawing Tuck as an adult and what job he would be doing. All right. Now at the 04 minute mark, we will begin, and we'll have about 11 minutes to draw and or finalize our thing. So, and then after that, we'll wrap up the live stream.
I know what you wanted him to draw, Nate.
I tried my best.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But I know.
Go.
Yep, go. All right. Now my first.
Oh, now my screen share is working for some reason.
Now my first dilemma is how to draw Tuck as older without making him look like a lollipop with that giant head.
Yeah,
that's his job, the human lollipop.
No,
You
wait.
can't draw him as a lollipop.
Oh my god, this looks weird as I don't want to say.
Yeah, PG.
Yep.
Weird
But
stuff.
the game I'm referencing this from is also very trippy and weird, so
It's got to be Call of Duty. No, just kidding.
I hope it's just that radio.
it's something like that.
Psycho.
Splatoon?
Nope.
Hover?
It's
Just
an
a Radio
early
Future?
90s video game.
Early 90s?
No, it's not Wild Woody.
Well, we can reveal it when the time comes.
Don't reveal it straight out because I want to guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Ugh.
How do you work? Shouldn't be smiling. Okay, this is the best one of it. What it is I can do.
There's still like 4 minutes, no, 6 minutes left.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Yeesh. That took my time.
Anything else? Let's see.
About 4 minutes left.
Whoa. Okay. Now how do I draw one of these in however many minutes?
Two more minutes.
Well, I better hurry up then. Last thing I'm probably going to add.
We are entering the last remaining minute. And pencils down.
Ah!
All right, we shall go inside from the left to right, like I see on my mountain screen. First, we have Eric drawing.
I drew Hercules as Hercules. I took the easy way out. I have him with the broom. He's cleaning the stables as per one of Hercules' original 12 labors.
Interesting. That's even connecting it to the actual mythos. That's cool. All right, now we have James, who. All right. All right. We have Jenny in some sort of video game. It's one that I don't know.
It's Earthworm.
Earthworm Jim.
Interesting. That's cool.
There's a cow sign, a tire, a crow. She's disintegrating. She even has one eye that's bigger than the other.
Oh my god.
That's great. All right, moving down to Mila. Here we have.
She's on the survivalist game show, and she is also the fire pit.
That's just great.
Good answer. Good answer.
Nice. How?
I love that. I love her expression and the design of her being the fire pit. That's hilarious. That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, now we have Nick, who is Jenny on YouTube.
Jenna May is her YouTube name, and that
Jenna May.
and
Jenna
that
May.
she's in it. She's an anime manga reviewer.
Interesting. All right, and now we have Tuck, older Tuck, as a job. I drew him as a car mechanic.
Almost got the Homer Simpson look.
Yeah, a little bit of Homer Simpson in there.
Is the car smoking?
Yep. Sound like
Just
He's
wondering.
not a very good mechanic.
yeah. No one said he was good at his job. He's like, what the,
Gotta be good at
how did
it.
I get this wrong? All right, so yeah, so that wraps up that was great. I like a lot of these that came out. That's funny. So that concludes our live stream of the month.
Woo!
Stop showing that. So that being said, thank you guys who are tuning in. The next live stream, I'm going to check the calendar just to be sure. Is if nothing goes wrong, the next live stream is October 29th.
Something will probably go wrong, though.
Yeah, it's like I'm just tentatively, if everything goes according to plan, October 29th is the day, is the scheduled next live stream. Of course, I'll send out an update if it's like, oh no, something came up, we can't do it then. But tentatively October 29th is the next live stream, last Sunday of every month. That being said, see you guys on the public Discord and on the forums, the Teenage Robot forums. And
I'm probably going to be more active on the Discord.
Cool. And
now that you have a link to it.
That being said, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Later!